everyone, this is Korath Landwalker, and tonight we have another exciting stream of Star Trek Online, and in specific, the Delta Challenge. Something that got kicked around by some of the Star Trek Online streamers to try to do the Delta recruitment and basically burn through the content. Well, we have some rules here. Let's bring them up for a moment. Basically, you want to get 2 ships with what they call finished builds, which I will probably never get to. One has to be faction specific, which means disruptors for Klingons, phasers for Federation, plasma for Romulans, and 1 Tetrion build. Now, can't use the exchange, can't use any account unlocks, can't use C-Store, can't use any of that stuff. This is basically as if you were playing it for the very first time. So, there are a couple of minor details that kind of wiggle through that, like shuttlecraft and like things like that, but for the most part, everything before the Dyson Spear means no reputation, no task forces, no patrols except for patrols that the game makes you do. That will be a problem. Can't use any special traits. Can't use dilithium. Now, once you get through the Dyson Spear arc, you'll be able to do mission replays, which is good for some of the set items. And you can replay patrols. Then once all the missions in the game are wrapped, it unlocks the reputation system, task force, patrols, and you can use dilithium. Now, the odds are I'm never going to get to the end of that challenge area, but, you know, I figured I'd spend some time, see what I can do. I figured it'd be interesting. It seems that there might be a pause with some folks running the challenge, so it's possible that I may be able to catch up a bit. Or it may have fizzled out, it's hard to say. So, I'm going to at least do it for a little while longer before we go back to the adventures of Tel-El, who I cruelly cut off in favor of the challenge here. Sooner or later. But for now, we're going to continue trying to burn through because I'm making pretty decent progress for, you know, someone who does this once a week. First things first, we'll take the duty officer assignments and take advantage of the XP rewards for my successes. I am noticing a number of failures here, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Can't take him now. Ooh, a purple quality Klingon duty officer. We'll be picking him up somewhere along the line. But unfortunately, I don't really have any room for these officers, so they're going in my candidate roster. Up, and some oh, how about that? I got a recruitment commendation. When you get past a certain number of missions, tiers, and all that for duty officer assignments, you have the option to go to the store and grab something neat. I'm going to grab the bartender because why not? Is that the efficient thing to choose? No. But I wanted to do it, and I think they nerfed those species assignments because I only get one duty officer for this. I could have sworn I got at least 3 or 2. Then again, maybe it's always been like that, and I've just been ignoring it. Let's run some duty officer assignments now. That way, maybe I can cash in on some of them in the middle of the stream and get some more XP. Because that's the main reason I'm running these things. That way, hopefully, they can give me a little extra push in getting those all-important levels. Okay, Now, I could be using department heads and really maximizing this stuff here, but I'm not doing that. Que sera, sera. Alright. As I recall correctly, yes, we're in the middle of the Romulan missions. In fact, last week I tried to desperately hunt down environmental suits for one of the later missions, and it turns out they'll be free in that mission, so I wasted a little bit of time. Then again, I wasn't really doing any other missions for the end of the stream last week, so it filled time. Okay, mountain base. So we're going to transwarp over to the Beta Quadrant and back to New Romulus. Now, the New Romulus arcs are fairly important to the storyline because they do lead to the Dyson Sphere arc. So it kind of is a gateway. It's astonishing how important these little missions became to the storyline that they've actually made them episodes now. Okay, beam to New Romulus. And sure, we'll take again with me, why not? Once we get to the mountain base, it'll be largely irrelevant anyway. Now the downside is it's going to be a little bit of a run to the mountain base. But at least we get to see the scenic vistas of New Romulus. Now just for the giggles, let's hop over to the episode thing here. Yeah, mountain base. Which is all the way... Huh. Okay, not gonna panic. Mountain pass is blue. Ish. Oh, there we are. Nice, tiny mission indicators. So, my representative for the challenge was Getheg of the Klingon Empire. Randomly determined that he was going to be a Klingon, and he's a Discovery era Klingon. Randomly determined that he was going to be an engineer and a male. And that basically tells you everything you need to know about the character at the moment. He is currently Captain, level 36. Which is astonishingly low, honestly. I would have figured he'd be further along at this point. Maybe it's because I'm used to playing Romulans and Starfleet, people who have all the special advantages. Okay, I'm poking it a little bit. I have to go back to tell Elle to see exactly where she was when she was doing the pre-Dyson Sphere missions. Oh yes, the FOs. Don't care about the FOs. You know, I wonder what would happen if I had used this. Would I actually go to the mountain pass? I kind of don't want to... Nope, nope. Transport Beta Quadrant, nope. I was hoping that maybe it might transport me there, but... No! That's not gonna happen. While I'm here, though, I'm here at Vastum Peaks. I'm gonna take a quick second to tag the transporter area here so I can beam back here if I need to. I can't imagine a situation where I would, but better safe than sorry. Oops, I want to go north. Mountains, mountains. And if I recall correctly, there's going to be another transporter once I get up there. And we'll tag that too. There might be an accolade associated with all these transporters, but don't know, don't care. Okay, so this isn't really the scenic part of New Romulus. I mean, is a bunch of rocks. You can only ask for so much. Now there are missions that you can take to do stuff here, but not interested. Not interested. We're here for the carnage. There's the Mountain Pass transporter. Bang, that's all set. And now it's time to go to the Mountain Pass. Now, one of the weird things about this mission involves... Well, we'll get to that. I'll get to that when we get there. In the meantime, let's bring on Klingon War to New Romulus. Now, this mission does occasionally, well, it used to occasionally bug out. I don't know if that's still the case or not. Get a little closer, get a little closer. Looks like I'm going to get a little closer to them. Okay, let's drop the nuke. Unfortunately, I didn't get, most of them. Yeah, I better grab everything. On some characters, I'll ignore the common drops, but let's be honest. Ground weapons are kind of important, and if I can get them without paying credits for them, that would be great. That said, I am fighting Romulans. I expect most of the stuff to be plasma. Don't want to be in there. Oh, someone broke rag. We'll break communications ray. Oh look, I've upset people. I'm devastated. And look, there's a Romulan prisoner. Well, you're free now. Ooh, secure the area. Hate to break it to you, boys, but you're trying to secure an area from Klingon warriors. Okay, and a Gorn. And an Orion. Hey, come on. Man, that scientist is going to be a pain. Although it could be worse. Oh, and it looks like it's getting worse. Slam that, medicals. Because, if I recall correctly, some of these guys will pop off Thalaron Seekers, or Thalaron Mines, or stuff like that. And those are vicious. At least they used to be. It's been a while since I've seen anyone killed by that kind of thing. Where they got turned to ash. I think it got nerfed somewhere along the line. Tragic, but, there you go. Oh, come on, guys. It's another Sub-Commander Scientist. Science captains. Ah! While I'm here, let's play with the files. We have the stolen data tapes in our possession. Flashbacks to Star Wars. Red Baron, hey, how are you doing this evening? I'm doing pretty well. So far so good, no complaints. Yeah, always these Klingons. Well, sooner or later, challenge will fade into the background. I'll return to my Romulan captain that I've been actually, you know, paying attention to the story arc for. It just hasn't happened right now. Okay. Let's get this guy first. Anyway, I hope things are going well on your side of the monitor. These scientists are definitely proving to be more annoying than I remember. Of course, it could be worse. They're fine. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hopefully, this will be a reasonably entertaining stream this evening.
Your continued resistance is forcing me to take direct action.
If all goes well,
but your
I
death
should
will pave
start the
way
dice
to a
arc
new
today.
Romulan star
I hope.
empire, one controlled by the Tau.
I'm not entirely sure I will, but hope springs eternal, right? I just can't remember exactly what is considered to start the dice arc. Is it the mission that you discover the Solonate Dicey Spear in the first place, or is it the mission after that? It's been a while. It does. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That means I'm further along than I think I am. Okay, let's get some fabrications rolling here. God, I had to deal with some Hirogen. Fear the rifle butt. The rifle butt that took out Molor. Oh, enemy commander. How'd I not see him? This is what happens when you have an astonishing lack of focus. And another prisoner. I hope I didn't miss a prisoner. I feel really, really embarrassed if I left a prisoner behind.
Look at those uniforms. You're a disgrace.
Oh, there we go. Disable the generator. I guess that's this over here. It doesn't look like a generator. Oh, that's because it's for encrypted messages. Oops. It appears to describe the Talfiar plans.
Picking up reports of intruders in the base.
Wow, seeing reports of intruders in the base. He's quick. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting. If you leave the base right now, then the next mission in the arc here will force you to go right back in here and do it all over again. Effectively. The smart thing to do is to contact the surveyor and get the rewards for this.
Intruders, defend the array.
And then get this mission for the secret shuttle
I
codes,
think it's connected to the prior.
which are right over here. Somewhere over here. There we go, surveillance records.
I visited the town
Yes.
for the third and final time, Commander.
It will make you go there again.
Vulcan's memory. He will not see reason.
Can we cut through? Yes, we can. So, finish the mission, contact the guy, but do not exit the mountain base until you get the next mission that allows you to get to this, or otherwise you've got to go through the entire mountain pass again. Which is a pain. Now, we can leave the mountain base. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Alright, up. And we're... Okay, I'm not entirely sure why it's giving me this, Oh, you know what? Ours is not the reason why. And I still have the playback stuff here. Okay, let's grab the... I am an idiot. I was supposed to submit the recording. Which means the exact same thing I was trying to avoid, I'm going to have to do. Somebody out there hates me. Okay, well. It's gotta be. Yep, there they are. It's almost as if they were always... It's almost as if I was doing a complete rerun. But on the bright side, I can ignore all the objectives.
It must be the Klingons.
Don't care. Don't care. I'm just going to take out the people I have to take out and be done with it. Oh, that may have been a little too clever on my part. Clearly, I need a faster recharge with my orbital strike. Alright, where's Korgu? Someone wake up Korgu.
We need to get this base up and operational.
If I had been really smart, I would have just went to the episode change, said skip
Your
it,
continued
went on with it, but
resistance is
I've got some
forcing me
pride.
to take direct action. This is regrettable, but your death will pave the way to a new Romulan
Let's see if we can get
star
those
empire.
guys in the fight back here
One
instead of trying to fight the
controlled by the
Romulans
Tau
and the Heroes
Star.
all at the same time. There we go. Life is a lot easier when you don't have to worry about all the bad guys hitting you at once.
Intruders in the base.
Intruders in the base. Say it's not so. Let's see. And here they come. And that's down. Oh yeah. And the last grouping over here, which well, can I avoid them? Let's see if I can sneak past. You guys stay here. I'm gonna try to go around here so I can get to the submit surveillance stuff and maybe get out of here. No, that did not work the way it was supposed to. Okay, so I solo this guy. Oh, great. That's not a guy I want to solo. Alright, guys. Weapons free. I tried to do it the kind way. It's not so... Well, it's annoying. It's time. It's spending more time doing this than I really wanted to spend. When your goal is to burn through the content. No, don't want that. for pity's sake. There's gotta be a... There we are.
You're as loud as a Klingon.
Great, I got what I wanted. Adios. Sheesh. All that effort for that. Okay, next up is the Overgrown Caves at the Pejos Crater. What do we get? More marks, and a choice of disruptors. Yes, there's a sonic weapon there too, but the rules of the challenge forbid, so, went the wrong way again. So, let me see, where's the crater? Yeah, there really isn't a better way to travel other than running there. There's no real good shortcut by transporters. So it's going to be the long, hard run. But on the bright side, I think the crater is a little more picturesque, shall we say, than the rocky air... Oh, those are bad Romulans. I don't think I invited them to the party. Ugh, phaser weapon. Ooh. Now they're good Romulans. Yes. The only good Romulan is a dead Romulan. Well, unless they're Romulan Republic. I guess we kind of have to be nice with them because the Chancellor says so. Boy, I remember when the Chancellor was all about making war with everybody. Zimpok's gotten soft. Don't tell him I said that. Okay, we are maybe halfway to the crater. And of course, once we get there, I'll tag the transporter there because having that transporter available is... Oops, don't want to go that way. Having the transporter available is handy. Oh, there we go. Got a Romulan shuttle flying overhead. Nice touch. And since we're speaking of picturesque views, here's a picturesque view. And oh my god, what is that? You know those tiny little critters you see around? It got bigger. Just message, he'll be with you shortly. No, no, no. The chance I always say good things about the Chancellor. Really? He and I are just like this. Maybe I can bribe him with it. Yeah, it looks like one of the old bosses in Warcraft. I can see a resemblance. I forget offhand what exactly those critters were called. Which just goes to show that it's been a long time since I've bothered figuring out what all the critters are. I mean, I remember the Epos, but that's because of the whole holiday things that Q will do occasionally, and turning in tags for dilithium, I think? Ah! Dirty hero didn't fall down. Fear the rifle butt of the Klingon warrior. Yeah, don't know either. No biggie. It is not something that will haunt me to my dying day, luckily. I'm sure that if anyone hops onto the STO wiki, they can find out what precisely that is in no time at all. I think that if you go down there, if you get near enough to it, you'll get an accolade, I believe. But it's been a long time, and I can't actually prove that. I may just be remembering. Maybe it will from today. Ah! My health is worse than I thought it was. All I wanted to do is get to this Okay, we'll take the long way around. Yeah, take the long way around. I want to get to the transporter here. Killing off heroes is more of a hobby. Don't have time for the hobby. Okay, now that that's out of the way, it's off to the crater. Incidentally, this open season thing, this is an open event where basically you go around killing off heroes, and if you should actually get to 100%, and that's for everybody's kills, then you get, I don't know, Romulan marks, I think. Don't really know offhand. No matter. Can't do the mark thing right now anyway. Into the crater. And you know, as far as caves go, this is actually a pretty nice cave. I mean, look at all the vegetation. Compare with most caves in games, like say City of Heroes, Star Citizen, they all tend to be barren and bleak, maybe even Warcraft. But in here, all this plant life. In other words, it's probably a lot closer to what you would expect. Well, okay, some
I'm very
some
glad
caves
you could take time to assist us.
Yes, we'll look for your missing scientist person, and oh yeah, looks like I get scan artifacts too. Now I remember back in the day, they didn't have the waypoint circles around for the artifacts, so you had to hunt them down the hard way. I also had to go to school in the snow, uphill both ways. I do feel like that sometimes when I'm doing stuff in here and I remember how things used to be, and then I turn into my elderly curmudgeon mode. I'm not that old, am I? I mean, just because I've been doing this game since the open beta, that's not a long time, is it? Ah! Flashbacks of the arena, or the Coliseum, technically. Or maybe Nimbus. Equally fun times in both cases. Alright, and we'll go down this passageway. Deep, deep, deep into the cave. Ah, it's another one! Ah, two of them! Although one of them is a little one. I don't really mind the little ones. Oh, and there's another one all the way over there. Face the Klingon rifle butt. Not as good as a bat lift, but it's just as serviceable. And ooh, holographic wall. What could be on the other side? Oh, that's an ominously familiar looking pattern. Yes, indeed,
I
it
managed
is
to
the
clear up some of the
Tholians.
interference. I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
Yes, Captain Obvious, letting us know. Proceed with caution. There may be Tholians ahead. Never mind the fact that they are currently in the process of shooting you. Okay, you can get out now. And what do we have here? Cover figurine. Oh, new Romulus research. Those new Romulus research things are good for one of the missions on New Romulus is that you basically collect stuff. And you turn them in and you get something. It's been a while since I've done those too, so I can't really go into detail on that. And it ain't gonna get done any sooner. Daewans, Iconians, and yet I have no Delta targets here. Oops! Okay, I think this is as far as we want to go. Let's drop that. Nuke that commander while we can. Commander is still kicking. I want to take out the bad guys. Bad guys. Yes, we are from the Department of Redundancy Department. Pay us no mind. Okay, back to alien artifacts. We only have... Well, after this it'll be 3 to go. All these bad experiments going on. Now, as bad as that particular Tholian was, he's not the worst we have to deal with. Okay, everybody, stay put in here, because I'd rather make this a killing zone for them than go in there and be killed. And while we're at it, let's slap down the medical generator. Now, sure seemed easy, didn't it? Almost too easy. Rule of thumb, never say anything looks too easy. That's just asking for trouble. Seriously, they put a Tholian web around the support drone? That's what you call a waste of material. BTD Fighter, thank you for the follow. Welcome to my stream. I am currently streaming the Delta Challenge, which some of the STO streamers decided to try to do a Delta recruitment character and run them through to the end of the game without any special unlocks. You're a PS4 STO player. Well, welcome then. I am doing this on PC, but I'm pretty sure that most of the content is still the same, including that incredibly annoying Tholian captain that I may have just irritated by shooting him. That was rude of me. Now, I'm not entirely sure how the interface may have changed between console and PC. But I imagine that there are more similarities than not. Tholian Captain is really nasty. If you fight him in the main chamber where all the Tholians get around you, it gets ugly. Okay, we're gonna tell everybody to follow me now, and we're gonna. Oh, how about that? There is a Delta thing. Funny that I didn't get any remarks on that. You do play PC, but you like the PS4 controls better. Well, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. We all tend to gravitate what we're used to. I've been more used to using the old mouse and keyboard interface. I find it easier for me to handle. I've only been doing that for longer than I'm going to admit to in public. And Red Baron finds PS4 horrible. Well, you know, I certainly couldn't do it, but then I'm an old geezer. My idea of sophisticated controllers are the old Atari 2600 joysticks. That's the level of complicated that I can handle. Okay, I'm not beaming out yet because, again, I believe I have one of those little surprises coming up here. We're going to grab the sniper rifle. Oh, I got to use that specifically, even though there's only one. Sure, we'll go with that. Used to have a Pong gaming device. Oh man, that's hardcore. Yeah, that was the first home video game I had. The Pong consoles. Oh, that takes me back. Again, I like my Verpals or my flight controls. Oh, those are one of those HOTAS sticks, right? I never really got involved with that. That was more me than anything else, but... let's see, web access.
We received another anonymous message.
Yes, they're going to tell me to do something here. And I'm going to do it over here. And this time I'm going to remember to submit it so I don't screw it up again. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I know that some people swear by those things, especially on simulator games like, say, Star Citizen. But I'm still old and set in my ways with a mouse and keyboard. Plus, you know, my gaming desk is pretty crowded as it is. Okay, we submitted that, so that's out of the way, so we can exit the cave and not have to worry about going back in a second time. You missed that one, BTD Fighter, when I was doing the mountain pass. I went in there, did everything I needed to. I even watched the recording there, left, but I didn't submit the recording, so I had to go back and do it all over again. It was horrible. Yours ain't big neither, just big enough for the setup. Never argue with success. Let's see, I've been requested to go to the research facilities at New Romulus. In the city of New Romulus. Shouldn't they name the city something different than the name of their planet? I'm just saying. But it's all the way back to the staging area, which means it's a good thing I tagged that transporter over here. Although, to be fair, Of course, it suddenly occurs to me that I don't know if I tagged the transporter at the staging area. That's going to make things awfully embarrassing quickly if I didn't. And it's going to be awfully embarrassing. Okay, the operative word here is DOOL! Okay, let's see. What can I get to? Oh, they all suck. There I am, gleefully going through all the transporters. And I neglect the important one. The first one. Ah, well. Now, instead, we'll just have to go and enjoy the further picturesque areas of New Romulus. Oh, it's another Hurricane. Sneak up on me, why don't you? In fact, forget the rifle butt on you. We'll use sharp-bladed instruments this time. I find it amusing that a bat'leth can vaporize somebody. I'm going to say it was probably just some sort of self-destruct thing in his head. It makes more sense to me. It's nice to see how docile some of the wildlife here is. There's this Viver cat here, and we're having explosions all around him. Energy beams flying all over. But no, he's just a cool cat. He's just going to kind of sit back and just chill. Ooh, bright. Bright out. Either it's really low clouds or the sunlight's refracting. Okay, I was talking a little earlier about the Epos. Yep, you might see the little critters flying around the screen here. We'll see them better if I get closer. Oh, here we go. No, that's not an Epo. That's a. Oh yeah, that's an Epo. Tiny little critters, and you can do a mission to collect them and turn them in and get something. And they used to be a really big thing here on New Romulus, and I want to say it was dilithium, but I can't prove it. Oh, okay. I think you were able to actually raise them, kind of like from stages of infant to youth to mature or something like that. And then you can turn the mature ones in for dilithium. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. They've got a similar mechanic for the monkeys and birds at Risa during the summer event, which should not be all that far. I mean, here we are early May. Now here's a nice view. On one side you've got an ocean. On the other side you've got more of the river, and there's another one of those things. No, it's Nanov. That's what they're called. Nanovs. And earlier when we were going across the other bridge, we saw what must be the mother of all Nanovs. I don't know if I'll be able to... what just happened there? The mother of all Nanovs. And I've got myself turned around here. I don't know if I can get a good view of it. No, you're not going to be able to see the mother of all Nanovs from this bridge. And I'm doing it again. Sheesh. It's like I want to keep going south. But at least I'm now at the staging area again. And I think my first stop is going to be the transporter. You know, now that I no longer need it. Alright, just hang a left here briefly. That's right, I ran all the way from the crater, and I'm not tired at all. Alright, now should I feel a desperate need to transport back to the staging area, I will be able to do so. And you know what? It occurs to me that I could have saved myself a great deal of running if I simply beamed back to my ship and back down again. This is not the first time I've thought of something after I did it. Okay, I think I need to talk to... yes. Well, yes, I would like to go to this research presentation. No, I don't want to listen to it. Instead, I'm going to submit the report. Yes, they did the recording before the mission this time. Wasn't that nice of them? While I'm here, let's grab those 2 duty officer missions and see if I have anything else opened up. No, I do not. Not surprising, I'm on the planet. You can only expect so much. As we continue burning through the power source, which is in the Whale Ruins, where I'll get the dilithium, more marks, and one of an astonishing variety of tactical consoles, which will be very helpful. Unfortunately, I do have to get there first, and they're all the way back to the area that I just passed. Life's tough when you're a Klingon warrior. You're off for the day, talk to you next time. Okay, you take care, Red Baron. See you next time. For those who are just joining, I am in the middle of the Delta Challenge, a little something that some of the Star Trek Online streamers decided to do. basically run a brand new character, one of the Delta recruits, through the game as if it were a brand new player, which means no C-store purchases, no Zen unlocks, no account unlocks, none of the fancy stuff. There's some other more rigorous details in the challenge too, like the weapons you can use are limited to the energy type used by your faction. So, as a Klingon, I must use disruptors. Although there is a kind of a loophole for Tetrion-based weapons. But I'm not going to worry about Tetrion until I'm well near the end of the line. I'm going to try to recreate your PS4 STO character if you can on PC. Well, I would think you would be able to. I mean, I guess it will really depend on if you're using any C-store uniforms. I don't know if that carries over from console to PC and vice versa or not. But that would be a potential sticking point in recreating characters. You can certainly get the species, most likely. Ships. At least if they are the baseline stuff. It's the C-store stuff that might be an open question. I don't know enough about how they do things between the two. To be honest, I don't even know if you can have if the same account links on console and PC. Once upon a time, I knew they were separate, but that was quite some time ago. I didn't really think it was a brilliant idea either at the time, but as usual, I was not consulted. Okay, we've tagged another transporter that I will never use. And now it's on our way to the underground ruins. But of course, we might have a couple interruptions in the way, like Tholians. Oh, these Tholians are no match for us. Oh yeah, there's only 2 of us. I forgot about that detail. There's still no match for us. That's because we are Klingons. Your character that you made got turned into a Delta recruit. Well, you know, that's not a bad thing. Being a Delta recruit gives you some very appealing additions. Let me go into more detail on that in case you're not familiar. As a Delta recruit, when you do the tutorial, you'll eventually pick up this catchy little device, the Tesseract Communication Receiver. And it allows you to pick up all sorts of rewards as you go along. When you level up, when you do Admiralty missions, when you do R&D missions, when you play through the episodes, both completing the story arcs and by specific episodes. It is exactly like the Klingon Recruit. It is exactly like the Klingon Recruit. Well, almost exactly. The details differ. But the upshot is, yes, it is exactly like the Klingon Recruit. Full disclosure, I have not actually done the Klingon Recruit yet. I made a couple characters in preparation to do that so that I would be able to do those missions. I just got sidetracked. That happens. I do not have a personal Discord. It's too high tech for a slow guy like me. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating slightly. But I figure people probably get traumatized enough listening to my stream without having to deal with me 24/7. I'm a member of a couple Discords, but none of them are mine. Not to mention, then once you start running a Discord, you're responsible for moderating it and all that, and I'm pretty sure that would go badly on my part. Alright, here we are. Mysterious Tower. Yeah, that tower looks awfully familiar. into the power plant. Now that said, while I don't have a Discord, I'm pretty consistent on my scheduling on streaming for the most part. I do Star Trek Online on Wednesday nights, and on Saturday afternoons I play Star Citizen. So if you have an interest in that game, and you want to see someone other than a highly professional sort of player mess around with it, always welcome. Okay, I just came into the door here, and I need to scan instabilities and artifacts. And I have to investigate lava tubes that I can't actually see yet. Okay, well, we'll just play it by ear. Well-preserved ruins. That's nice. And somewhere down here is Iconian technology, so another Delta recruitment mission lies within. And we have, this must be one of those aforementioned geological, oops, we need to get those EV suits. And conveniently they're in here. Last week I was trying very hard to find where I could get the free EV suits. And then I found out after the stream that, oh yeah, they'll come with the mission. Oops. It was an honest mistake. Alright, so we're going to slap on the environmental suits on all my bridge officers. And boy, what an ugly set of suits these are. But they will fulfill the purpose. They'll allow me to go near these gassy things and avoid dying. And I am 100% in favor of not dying. I don't think there's anything else up here that I need to worry about, but since I know the Delta mission is somewhere, I just wanted to double check. If I recall correctly, it might be at the very end, which doesn't surprise me at all. Alright, into the lava tube. You know what? This does not look like a lava tube. And of course there's Tholian life science. Why would anything ever be easy? This ability looks dangerous. Oh, I'm glad you're here to tell me these things. Tholian Commander, let's take him out quickly. Ah, I've been webbed. Here we go. Oh, right. The first batch of bad guys down. And out. And nothing else in here. Okay, oh, there's a staircase over here. That would explain why I couldn't find anything. And even more Tholians. So I imagine that this is going to go much the same as it did with the cave. We'll get to the end, we'll have to deal with waves of Tholians, with the big bad commander at the end. Let's see, is this one of the things I need to download? No, this isn't a mysterious artifact. Oops. Oops, there's instability here. I need to make sure that I get that before I go any further. Nothing serious. I'm glad he's here to tell me these things. Alright, now I've got kind of two directions to go. We're going to go take care of this first because it'll dead end, but it does have one of those instabilities. So, gotta go in. Oops! Okay, there's a few too many guys in there. Let's control the choke point. Okay, did I say going commander? I meant going captain also. Ooh. The telltale sound of leveling. I'm not used to that happening in the middle of a mission these days. Rock is weak here. Proceed with caution. Oh, my method of dealing with it is not dealing with it. We'll go the other way. Let's take care of these skills now. Okay, so they won't actually help me right now. Shield present penetration is going to be our choice here. I don't believe I have anything else I need to worry about here. Did I get anything fun this level? Ah! Miraculous repairs. My favorite ability. In fact, so much of a favorite that I'm going to hop over into my space traits and I'm going to ditch the batteries for the Grace Under Fire, which will potentially reset the recharge on Miraculous Repairs, because that is a game changer for an engineering captain. Well, at least, oh yeah, for an engineering captain. No matter what ship he's in. Being able to pop back all your shields and your hull at the same time. Okay, it's usually not all of it, but certainly most of it. Game changer. Of course, the odds of actually doing any of that this evening are iffy, but not impossible. It really depends on how quickly we can get through the cave. It's astonishing how little of my engineering abilities I'm bothering to use here are my kits. I really do need to use them more frequently. Alright, in spite of great provocation, we are all still alive. And look, it's a mysterious artifact. Heavy Iconian influence. Not a big surprise. A lot of Iconian stuff going on here. You know, it occurs to me that the end of the Delta recruitment thing, the whole Delta recruitment thing deals with the conceit of your future self came back in time to give you the device. But if I'm recalling correctly, the mission that it happened on is no longer part of the main episodic chain. I think it was during the Green arc. So technically speaking, you will never actually go back in time to give it to yourself. That's mildly annoying. Well, it's not the first time I've ranted about the ill decision to put that somewhere else, to take it off the main rotation. Oh, look! It's Iconian devices! Alright, time to turn off the power plant. This is where things get interesting. Gotta keep 2 relays operational, and they're going to start having problems. And they're basically all those things, these substations. Stuff is going to start happening to them. And, oh yeah, while stuff is happening to them, yeah, see, station number 1 is overloaded, so I gotta figure out where the heck station 1 is. Three. I am going the exact wrong direction for elements on that. I just lost a substation. Substation 3. Wouldn't you know it? That was the one I was freaking out a minute ago. There's 4. I'm gonna lose these things because I can't figure out which of the bloody stations are going up at any given time. Okay. Now I'm feeling like going to the dark side. Okay. 2 has got to be this. Well, 1. I'm gonna fail this mission because I can't tell which of these bloody stations are the ones I want. Oh, there it is. Finally I get something. I'm just going to overload before I get there. Oh, that stinks. Okay, well this just became useless. Although the mission hasn't failed. Well, we'll fight to the end here to see what happens. Oh, to say that sucked is such a mild way of describing it. Okay, everybody, go after him. Honestly, if this successfully completes, well, maybe successfully isn't the word I want to use, but it is considered a complete mission, and as far as I'm concerned, that is all I care about. Actually, no, let's not leave the caves yet, because I've been to this story before. I know how this will end if I do this right away. Okay, what do I have on my ship? I'm currently flying a Warsaw cruiser, which is using the Torcot skin. I'm using beam on both, so we'll continue to go with beams. I'm not going to exit the caves yet because I've been burned way too many times with that kind of thing. What's the next mission in the list?
New readings have been detected in the underground ruins on New Romulus.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Signal to Tan. And this is where he'll tell us all sorts of things.
Signal. Thank you for calling us down.
We already need all of that. Now we can exit the caves. Oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. I almost screwed up again. File report first. Now I can exit the caves. Sheesh. Alright, let's get a couple more of those duty officer assignments off my chain here. And guess what? We have officially begun Dyson Spear Arc. And the Dyson Spear Arc is a major moment in the entire Delta Challenge thing. Let me bring those up again. Because before the Dyson arc, I couldn't do anything involving reputation, task force, patrols, dilithium. Still can't do most of it, but I'll be able to do mission replay now once I get done with this arc. And I'll be able to replay patrols if I've already played them as part of an existing episode arc. So, good times are on the way. And we'll get a couple kind of items. The warp core will be the big one. And I need to remember to take off these incredibly heavy, bulky suits and revert back to normal wear. So, I get that, Kagan gets that, Conan gets that, Korgu gets that, and Rag gets that. And now it's time to start Sphere of Influence.
It would be my pleasure.
I'm sure it would be, but we're just going to burn right through that. Oh, I still need to talk to somebody.
It would be my...
And way up here is the boss. And there he is. That's
Torin, daughter of Grilka.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm more interested in the Admiral here, who is going to tell me what to do next.
Youth? Nope.
Yep. After all, I do want to catch up to the people who are actually doing this game regularly, as opposed to me who's doing it like every week.
I'm sorry, did you need...
Numbers, okay. I don't actually remember the numbers on these things.
Program initialized. Select. Program initialized. Program initialized. Select monitoring program.
Luckily, these things are listed on the NPC chat, so hopefully I can refer to them.
Were you able to find the coefficient numbers for me?
Yeah. One, okay, Alpha doesn't look anything. Oh, okay.
Alpha is 14.
I'm having
That
trouble
looks
with my
correct.
reading. Gamma 47.
Yes, that's correct. Gamma is 47.
38. Okay, thank heavens for NPC chat. It's amazing how much quicker these missions go when you don't have to worry about the dialogue.
It would be my...
Yeah. I just want to get... I guess the ops option is just not going to go away.
It would be my...
I don't want to hear from you anymore. Kind of makes me want to take a battle to the guy. He doesn't deserve it, but you know, he's doing an excellent job on making me want to make him deserve it. Captain Sean, the current captain of the USS Enterprise. Emergency charges, because, you know, I'm gonna shoot him! That's one. And that's two.
What are you... Ah, good idea.
I'm so glad he approves.
If all the preparation...
Now, as you might imagine, disaster is about to happen, so we're going to skip the drama.
I knew that gateway would be trouble.
Yes, yes, yes. You knew everything there had to know, Worf. Yay, yay, yay. I should give him more respect. I mean, he is an honored Klingon warrior, even if he slummed with Starfleet in his youth. Okay, assist the wounded. I would think that the best way to assist the wounded is to shoot them. Somehow, though, I have a feeling that the Starfleeters will reject. Hurts to move it. Okay, here. Have a sling. Oh, another one. He does a scratch. Okay, let's see. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Okay. Ice, compression, elevation.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take two of us to override the controls.
Then let's override the controls. Since everybody else is basically walking
to
wounded.
see what lies beyond.
Oh, that just fills with portent, doesn't it? Door number 2.
My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind.
Door number 1.
Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of Tetrion radiation?
And door number 3.
I am picking up something beyond this door.
Okay, have him
Come.
do his thing.
We will find the way.
Stay out of the way. I guess we get door number 2. Okay, I can approve that. Now, as I recall correctly, there should be scanning things here. One scan. And 3 scan.
I'm picking up some odd
Warren.
Tetrion.
We have not heard from the security detail.
Oh,
I need to check
that's never
in
a
with
good
them.
sign. We'll go through this mainly because it's always fun to watch Don get whacked. I'm a horrible person.
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
I thank you. I wouldn't have guessed that from the screaming from the communicator. Oh, bad sign. Nothing left but litter.
No sign of Sean's team. We are not alone here.
Dun dun dun. Seems to be a targeting system of some sort with settings for 6 coordinates. Oh, the problem is you need a
This
7
does not
so you can
bode well.
have a point of origin.
We should rendezvous with Korn and the others.
Yes, I am blatantly referencing a different franchise. Sometimes I'll do that just for the giggles. It's an unidentified drone, therefore I must shoot it. It's not like I'm Starfleet. Shoot first, ask questions later. It's the
Gone.
Klingon way.
They would not have left without
anybody
their
there?
supplies or weapons.
Nobody's there.
Can you hail them?
The answer is no. I can't hail them, but thank you for asking.
Wait. I know this place.
Yes.
I have been here before. This table. I saw one just like blood.
Yeah, it is one of those little horror kind of things
put
from
up a fight. There are data
from the old
entries
Next
here that
Generation
correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon.
Something you want to tell me?
It was a sort.
Yes, that was back when you were being kidnapped and being used in mad science experiments.
There is a holding
It was a
area
pretty good
down this
episode.
hall. We should.
More identified drones.
Defend yourself.
Too late.
That
I've already
guardian
defended
was
myself.
damaged by a disruptor. Corin's work. We can overload the power cell from that guardian. It should blast through the door. Be ready. There may be more guardians beyond this door.
You think? Oh, I just love how they just blew the thing off its, well, I can't say hinges, can I? Nevertheless, ooh, yeah, we seem to have broken a few things. Everybody out. Oops, looks like we didn't get all of them. Oh, I see weapon malfunction doesn't means that guy. Annoying. Oops, this one's already empty. But he's already dead, so who cares? I guess I have to open this empty one too.
I don't see that.
Yeah, we are missing certain individuals, aren't we? Time to keep running. And looks like trouble ahead. The guys doing the mad science experiments, they've run, leaving their drones to do their dirty work. The problem is that their drones are incredibly inadequate to the task. Incidentally, I can't help but notice that certain Klingon warriors just haven't been able to keep up with me. Just saying. Worf is slacking, falling down on the job. Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong order. And he's pretty much dead.
There's nothing.
Agreed.
Well, you know, to be honest, given how he was interrupting me, well, actually, no, that was his buddy, wasn't it? And I notice I'm still missing certain Klingon warriors. Just saying. That's all going to be academic in a moment. Yeah. Interior.
The gateway energy signature is emanating from
My skin.
I'm picking.
you.
Yes, we are in a very scary looking place right now.
Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
Uh-oh. Iconian object around here. Looks like I'm going to have to actually pay attention to things in here. I didn't leave it behind, did I? I'm going to feel really silly if I just ran off and... Nope. Okay. I just wanted to double check. Somewhere in here is the Delta Recruit mission for... Well, it's not really a mission. The Delta Recruit objective. But since I don't know where it is, I'm going to have to basically check all these bridges. I can't take the chance that it's off the beaten path. It's probably not. It's probably, you know, near the end of the line. But I would completely hate myself if I was wrong. Which has known to happen on a semi-regular basis. In the meantime, I can at least discover the information on the main chain here.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world.
Why, yes it is, Worf. I kind of recognize it since I'm from the same planet. Albeit, maybe, potentially a few years
Vandros
removed.
4. I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
Okay, I don't see any Delta thing floating here, so we can leave that one alone. Basically, the main thing is follow all the blue images. All the blue guys say gets to all the main spots. Let's put it that way. Now, there are benefits to going to the other places. Especially if you want to get hardcore about, say, obelisk carriers.
Is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
But I'm not going in that direction.
I know this planet.
Oh, almost ran right by it. And now I can ignore the side passages entirely now. Now we can just go nothing but blue. I really didn't expect it to be in the middle of the path that way. Really expected that it would be at the end or off on the side branch.
The Delta Quadrant?
This
Does
I did not
the Iconian
expect.
influence reach so far?
Apparently the answer to that is yes. I always did like the way they did the whole planetary tour here.
This appears to be some sort of master control panel. I believe we can we access the database? We must know what the Iconian plans are.
I think bigger problems are presenting themselves at the moment. That's right, keep flying behind the thing where I can't get a shot on you. Is there another Guardian? See, up. Are they shooting from underneath? Seriously? They are doing their level best to make this difficult. And they're shooting through the walls too, which doesn't make it
Need
easy.
to download the data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive.
I'm pretty sure it didn't used to do that. Okay, can't skip that, but that's just everybody getting here, so.
I will remodulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
Okay, simple game of concentration here.
All those markers Iconian gateways.
Look! That's the new Romulus gateway!
Yeah, it's basically a game of concentration.
The gateway on New Romulus was reset.
Yay! Does that mean we can get out of here?
Wasn't the only one.
Oops.
Ambassador,
We did a
we'll cover
boo-boo.
you as you download the data. The paths are retracting.
They know we're
Only
here,
one way out.
and I don't think they're happy.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security
We have a
reinforcements are
genius on our
inbound.
party.
We should use this gateway.
Worf, we're out of time.
Okay, everybody, time to go. It's nice knowing everybody. And we're somewhere else. Despite appearances, we are on board a starship.
This is a bridge.
Alright, time to check out consoles. After After all, gotta know what they all do before we can fly it. Having a little trouble on these ramps. Clearly bad design.
We have saved
Not
the
OSHA
Romulans'
compliant.
homeworld.
And we're going to skip our journey through the...
Sensors show that we are in the Juret system. Systems are all reading... Enough! We will hold off the Alachi until Allied forces arrive.
And we get to fly the Obelisk carrier, which you can generally get if you have access to a fleet holding for Solonate Dyson Sphere, I believe. And if you have enough of a rating on it, you'll be able to pick up the Obelisk. I don't believe it's available on the C-Store, although I could be wrong. And even if it were, it's still Tier 5. Tier 5 is not exactly top line anymore. Oh, too bad for the Romulan ship.
We need to hold the Alachi until reinforcements arrive.
Well, we seem to have a brief pause.
Understood.
Take a moment to figures. As I was trying to pull up another, there we go.
More Alachi inbound. Hold them off.
Well, we can but try.
Ship is under attack.
The Alachi are familiar to the Romulan players. They were the major antagonists for the Romulan Republic. Klingons have not had the opportunity, perchance, to hit them as hard as the Romulans have.
Where did that gateway come from?
Really, if the Klingons had been involved in that, the Alachi would have been wiped out a lot faster. What's this button?
Enterprise to Captain Shaw.
Yeah, we get a whole lot of ships coming in for reinforcements. You know who we're not seeing?
Approaching at high warp.
Our
You can
ship.
make it, Enterprise.
Come on, get us a little closer.
The
There we go.
Alachi can send their entire fleet. We will not fall.
Ah, optimism. I like that. Hit him with everything. Now, I kind of get a kick out of the unique bridge abilities for Worf, Sean. Naturally, they break rules, but who cares? It occurs to me that I'm using a balanced power distribution. I really should have been kicking it off to RCS device. Very useful. That's an engineering thing that helps turn rate, and that's a big deal for battle cruisers. I might have to replace one of my current consoles there.
It's still the matter of what...
And there's a nice
Alachi
big discussion,
forces have been
which I
destroyed.
can't skip, so here we
No
go.
further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space. It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Yeah, woman has
Another
got more
invading
trouble.
force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
Corin, prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it becomes another threat to the Romulans, and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Pejos? This is a strategic and scientific
Yeah,
asset,
the wormhole near
and it
Pejos,
belongs
there's
to
no
my
harm
people.
came from that. It's only a major
Captain
conflict
Sean,
that killed
if
countless
you destroy
thousands.
the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then,
So yeah,
I
us.
don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline. We can...
Yeah, the old
we need
Omega
you back
symbol.
on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That
People who
changes things
followed Star Trek
significantly.
Voyager will know exactly what that is.
I should return to the Borderskew. Worf will be waiting for you. Corin to the Borderskew. One to transport.
I should return to New Romulus immediately.
Ambassador, it was a pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time.
I gotta
Send
say,
my
Worf's new
regards
look
to your chief engineer.
is pretty badass.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself and your allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight beside you.
Alright. Take us out. So I can get back on my ship again. Alright. Now that we're back in space, let's get some of those duty officer assignments rolling again. Too far in to take advantage of them any further in this, but the more the merrier. Ooh, execution. Let's execute a hologram again. And anything under personal? No? Okay. Okay. Hail Titan! And we will grab the warp core because omnidirectional beam array is not a disruptor. It is anti-proton.
Congratulations, Captain.
Gotta level off that. Let's take advantage. Engine performance, I think, is going to be the way to go here. I mean, hull penetration is nice, but engines. And that gives me the ability to do more training stuff. Emergency powered weapon brief officer assignment. Something to remember. Alright. Yeah, let's try to... Well, we can get some of these out of the way. Time to go in to the Dyson Sphere itself. Up, and there we are. There's that gateway. Oh, before I do that, this RCS is expendable. This RCS is superior. 25% turn rate, I'll take it. Plus, we're going to slam in this much improved warp core. It's possible that it may be the only one I will ever need again. Now, nice thing about this is that most of the missions in here for this arc are actually very short, with a couple of significant differences. Okay, scroll. Okay, right, chief scientist. Oh. You know, I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. Last time I was here, I was trying to figure out where they hid all the bank stuff. Never thought to look there. Not too embarrassing. Chief scientist. Now I can talk to the sub-commander. We are presently inside of a Dyson sphere. Not the one that Scotty had discovered back in the Next Generation era, but a whole brand new one. Although that's not where the story ends.
Welcome to the Solanae Dyson sphere.
Okay, no skipping on him either.
My name is Sub-Commander Cole.
So we'll
this
just have
is
to
the main
suffer through his
command center
dialogue.
for Joint Alliance Command, a multi-species task force willing to work together.
Although the sub-commander,
goal, for now at least.
Honestly, his voice is wasted.
Is in Republic space.
I mean, just listen to him.
So the Republic is taking the lead here as well. Our mission: to destroy
Does he not have a voice that just screams villain?
And neutralize its ability to generate more. The first scouts into the sphere confirmed that
the poor guy was wasted as a member of the Romulan Republic
for an unknown purpose. Given enough
welcome
time,
back, BTD fighter.
This sphere could produce enough Omega
we managed to survive exploding Iconian gateway on New Romulus and are attempting to burn our way through the Dyson sphere arc,
but we were waylaid
or at least the
by a species known
portions of it that are
the Voth claim to be
speedable. Let's put it that
Delta
way.
Quadrant are extremely technologically advanced, and they want the sphere. Now we're in a fight for control.
The Dyson arc is a significant one for the Delta Challenge because once it's complete,
why, but this is a threat to all
a couple more options become
civilizations.
available to the character for the Delta Challenge.
I can't stress enough how important it is that we
not many, but you know,
and neutralize the Omega
at the very least, it will allow me to mission replay a couple of those past missions where I kind of missed the Iconian technology. Okay, nice wrapper episode done. Supply woes is next. I always gotta double check on this because whereas escalation is not even on the radar here, so that must be the beginning of the Delta Quadrant arc. So I gotta remember, ignore escalation. Bad things happen. Nothing major for rewards on this one, but they're still potentially useful. The one I should speed through is the Delta Quadrant. Oh, I am going to do my best on that one, but you know, there's only so much you can do on that. Those are some pretty rough missions. But it gets a lot easier when you don't sweat the dialogue. But man, those Vodwar. Ugh.
We run missions here.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go through that. Okay, supply woes, 127 years. Yeah, those Vodwar torpedo sprays give me nightmares. Now, admittedly, since most of the ships I'm flying are battle cruisers, they could probably take a couple of hits. Oh, that reminds me. Which one's Miracle Worker? That's an important one to know. I don't think I have that list on here. Miracle. Okay, it's not Miracle, it's Miraculous Repairs. But you know what? I still remember it as Miracle Worker because that's what it used to be called. I think they renamed it when they created the Miracle Worker specialization. That's just the best guess. Alright, scan for cloaked ships near the supply depot. Well, we are now near the supply depot, and now we're going to search for those ships. And there they are. I also got another neat ability lately, relocate mines. I think they vaporized my mines. I did not expect that. Alright, that's one down. Next stop, to the relative south. It's all relative in space, I know. And hopefully I can get through there. On the other hand, of course I can get through there. I have a cloaking device. What am I worried about? I just never think of it because it's not a battle cloak. Battle cloaks are so much more useful because you can use them in the middle of a fight. Battle cruisers do not get battle cloaks. Yeah, I can do that mission, but that's kind of a, not quite a patrol mission sort of thing. It's not a patrol mission exactly, but it's not a standard mission. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But you know what? I am recalling that Dyson Sphere does have its own set of duty officer missions. So why don't we just take advantage of that and earn a few more assignments. Because every duty officer mission I take is another chance to get extra XP. Boy, are there a lot of duty officer missions in here. Oh, I've maxed out the missions. Now that's what I call a good ending. Oops. And looks like the... Okay, good, I'm close enough to do the contact. Okay, next location. Ion Stream Discharge. Let's grab the goods. And go. One down. Two to go. That's our second. I do like the Torquata skin for the Vorcha. I picked it up when the Torquat was actually its own vessel, but somewhere along the line they got rid of it and just made it Vorcha. But the people who bought the Vorcha, the Torquat, at least got to keep the skin. Now I don't recall what the price tag on it was, so whether or not it was worth the price at the time remains to be seen. It happens. I'm not losing horrible amounts of sleep over it. There are other ship purchases and things that irritated me more, which I'm not going to go into detail about because that would take longer than I'm really feeling like to discuss it. 3 disabled mines. Last stop. No. Okay, so the arrows on page 52. Not the big squares. That's one. Here's 2. And here is 3. All right. Okay, that was a little strange, but okay, what's going to be better here? I've got Mark 8 shields being available. How are my people doing? 6, 7, 6. Yeah, you know what? That shield is looking like the way to go. I mean, yeah, having extra speed is nice, but
congratulations.
Must look at the long term here. So, Kagan? No, we'll give to Rag because Rag's the medical officer here. given the choice, I'd like the medical officer to survive. No personal reasons. Contested zone. Travel to the contested zone and find out what we can find. Now, as I recall correctly, a contested zone is, well, due east. Relative east. Let's swap the brace for impact with the miraculous repair. Travel to the contested zone.
This is the contested.
Yes, and we don't really need to listen to all of that, so we're going to report to command, get the missions. Omega standoff. This will get us to the Dyson Sphere battle zone. And that means we gotta travel to that big structure all the way there. And really, it is a big structure. I mean, here we are on a battle cruiser. And once we get close enough, you'll have a pretty good idea of scale. I mean, we are basically a tiny dot on one of these windows. And then we have this monster here. I mean, just look at it. And I'm still closing in. Still closing in. Yeah, technically I didn't fly through anything, but sure, we'll go with that. And here we go. That is freaking large. I mean, the vault is smaller than this thing. And it's situated, it's basically based on the relative ground here. Okay, so we're going to beam down so we can go through the brief intro here, which of course we're going to skip.
This is the Voth battle zone. Our
well,
goal is
I would
to take
skip, but it's not
control
going to
of
let
at
us.
least
So.
one Omega particle silo. Here's how we do it. This is a map of the battle zone. There are 3 regions, each made up of multiple capture points. When the
good news is I'm pretty sure that I don't have to actually
when
do
we
anything.
take control of a capture point, it will change to blue. Capturing points advances us towards our goal, represented by this meter. When it is full, we can make our
battle
final
zones
push
aren't
to
really
stop the
covered
Voth
by
at
the
the
challenge
Omega
one
particle
way or the other,
silos.
so I'm
We
choosing to
must
interpret
capture
them
at
as
least one of
controls.
these silos to claim this battle zone for the Alliance. Good luck.
Okay, report to Dyson Command. Get that wrapper. Tower control. Oh, yeah, we gotta do that. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that might be a little challenging. And the reason it's challenging is because it's very frustrating in how it determines whether or not you've completed an objective here. So, let's see. Looks like the Voth front tower is the one I want. Oh, here we are. And the really irritating thing is if we actually succeed here, it's possible that we're going to have to, well, we might get lucky. When you get all the towers going, you get a special event that kicks off, but that's not going to give me credit for anything. That said, I don't know what it's going to take for me to get credit here. Oh, defeat Voth around control towers. Okay, well, you know, that sounds actually pretty straightforward. Shoot Voth, kill Voth. For that to work, Voth has to actually be here. Where's the industrial facilities? Well, the annoying thing is, well, there we go. All gone now. Yeah, this has not gone the way I had hoped it would. I don't suppose... Nope. Sometimes you can change instances for a map, but in order to do that, it kind of requires a bunch of people to be playing the same map that breaks off into multiple instances. And that's not really an issue for this particular map anymore. Let's see if one of the other control points is having any problems. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm dead certain that other players are dealing with the industrial zone, so I'm hoping that I go into this one, I will catch somebody napping. Somebody meaning the Voth. But no, I couldn't get that lucky. Okay, let's try the other location. It's promising. I see their control going down. So if I can just get there a little faster, I might be able to get some licks on them. Honestly, this is the kind of mission that I can learn to hate. And I'm almost tempted to skip it, just because, honestly, the amount of XP I'm going to get, there's already fighting going on over there. I'm already too late. Oh, there are a lot of ships over there. Maybe I'm not completely late after all. Let's do what we can and hope for the best. Well, we're getting progress. Could have asked for better, but could have been a lot worse. A lot more back here. Excellent. Yes, but no. I am not concerned with the big battle coming up. I'm more interested in dealing with these guys so I can finish up my tower control mission. Uh-oh. Yeah, I may have overestimated myself on that one. If I'm lucky, I'll spawn back near this target. I would love to be able to get this wrapped up. Fair. Okay, let's get the shields up. I mean, yes, I could go and play around with that FotR's Incursion Fleet, Dreadnought Group, all that good stuff. But they're not going to give me percentage points to the targets I need to take out. That said, it does occur to me that every one of these guys are being listed as being 11 levels ahead of me. So suddenly it occurs to me that maybe, just maybe, I'm a little bit outmatched. This plan may not have gone the way I expected it to. %. So close and yet so far. Industrial control tower? Awesome. Which one is that? All the way over there. Want to get that last 20% in. Ugh, waste control went down too. Well, at this point they're both roughly the same distance, so. And at least as part of a group, I have a chance of getting my percentage points without, you know, being outmanned by 11 levels. I did get another level in there when I wasn't looking. We're going to go with hull penetration now. And we're going to go with crit damage. Because more damage is more fun. Please don't have wiped everybody out yet. I was promising. The control tower is still at minimum control, so. And it doesn't look like anybody's fighting anybody, which may not exactly bode well here.
Warning.
And yeah, we're still talking 11 levels higher than I am. You know, I have not had any luck with that transport mine ability yet. %. Come on, one more hit, one more takedown. Got it. Okay, let's get out of here before something blows me up. Okay, that's not good. Like, at all. Well, you know what? If I blow up, I just respawn out of the combat area. So, you know what? Go ahead and nuke me. Alright, now that I'm out of all that, that was an awful lot of effort for 813 XP. Okay, is that really the next one? Let me double check. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So the next mission will be an actual legitimate mission, but we are at the 10 o'clock hour. So I'm going to wrap up these, well, this duty officer mission, and grab one more DOF assignment here. Oh, all these possibilities. We'll do the recruitment one. All these possibilities. Next week we will continue the challenge, and if we're really, really lucky, we might be able to get through the Dyson Sphere arc and hit the first major threshold for my character for the Delta Challenge. So come back next week at approximately 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern to approximately 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, where we will see Catheg continue his run through the Dyson Sphere arc, run through the Delta Challenge. Now, ordinarily, I would also say that I will be streaming Star Citizen at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern to approximately 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Saturday, but I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to do the stream, because the day before, I will be getting my second vaccine shot, which means I have an excellent chance of suffering through some rather entertaining side effects while I'm dealing with that second shot. I'm hoping. I can't prove it. We'll see what happens. If I can be here, however, on Saturday, I will be here. So, fingers crossed. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. Whether you caught me live, or if you're catching me on YouTube or the Twitch. Twitch will keep my video for 2 weeks, but after that, go to my YouTube channel. It has all my previous streams on it. It's amazing that YouTube hasn't screamed at me for putting all these streams on there. One of these days I should house clean. Until then, this is Korith Landwalker, signing off.